Hey y'all, it's the coronavirus, and I want to welcome you all to what we call the Homies Podcast. Enjoy it, fuckers.
Homies, homies, talk about what dogs are motherfucking homies, 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 talk about what dogs are homies, man, that's my God.
Hey y'all, I'm Mr. Hatch.
And I'm Saturated Fat, and this is the Homies Podcast. We are going to jump into our Jugga What section.
Jugga what?
Do you guys notice that Twist is going to have a free concert at the end of the weekend, or did it already happen?
I believe it's May 30th. The idea is pretty cool. You won't get that feeling like you're actually at a live show, but here's the issue.
Twisted is now selling limited edition shirts, hoodies, and jerseys to celebrate such said event. And that's kind of sleazy, in my opinion, especially during this COVID crisis, where, you know, a lot of juggalos are probably jobless, homeless, and they probably haven't taken at least a decent shower in months. So, let's go back, though, onto the Twisted topic. And this reminds me of something that, Twisted always seems to be running behind the ball on. Does anybody remember the Juggalo, the Juggalo Today thing? Remember they had Juggalo Day? They had the concert for Juggalo Day?
Yes.
It was the Riddlebox show, I believe it was?
Yes.
They did that, and that actually cost money, and that was a piece of shit recording. So, Twisted, you have at least a little bit of integrity. I hope you guys don't fuck it up too bad. But I'm sure you guys are going to paint your face and have Blaze somewheres there, and maybe Boomcocks, and that just might ruin it for me. And I probably will stop watching as soon as I see the little man wave his hand on stage. But we're going to move on to the next topic of discussion. I may have been wrong by saying Twisted dissed Juggalos. I'm not fully retracting my statement. I will still search. And I pretty much believe my statement to be true, but it might not be true, and I'm just letting you guys know I fucked up.
But you also should not apologize because it shows weakness. And yes, Max Rebo, if you're listening, that was a response, to a tweet you sent. Which, thank you, because you're the only one who has responded to us, and I personally appreciate it.
Yeah, we only have one fan, so you only have 99 more of you to watch and listen to the YouTube before somebody might be able to score some rare merch.
Not might, will. And this rare merch, I guarantee, is going to be something that has been out of print for quite some time.
Yes, it's an original Scooby-Doo from 1972.
Yes, and I might throw in a couple of bonus things that I just don't want around anymore. So, and you know what? And you don't even have to pay shipping.
Ooh. We cover it all here at the Homies Podcast. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce something new, something fresh, something you guys only heard once before on this show. It is a brand new fucking bracket. We're going to call it the Homies Podcast fucking bracket. A little bit different from the last podcast, which was the Homies Podcast Underground Madness. So it's a little bit different, name tweak, but we have 4 different group sections. We have a Psycho Patrick section, which will be featuring Violent J versus Ouija, ABK versus Hoodoo, Shaggy versus Light, and V Sinister versus Blazy.
And then we have a For Gay Lovers section, which is Stevie Stone will go up against Murs, Sacred will go against Scum, Mars, the one with the Z, is going to go against Dark Half. And then, which will be a good one, Buckshot versus Class.
Well, if you guys don't know about this, there's real Juggalo news out there, bracket. And we got the Whoom Stretcher versus Cemetery High. Then we got Q Strange versus Brother Lynch Hung. I almost said Was it the Sex Baby, that group. The Bloodhound Gang. Almost said Bloodhound Gang for that one. My bad for fucking that one up. Then we got Kentucky Fried Victorias or Kentucky Fried Chicken or Kung Fu Vampire, whoever you want to be, versus Ritz and Cut Calhoun versus Irate. Not Irate. Irate. With a T.
Okay. And then we have everybody's favorite, the MNE group.
Psychopathic Reference.
Damn it. Okay, so that's going to start Blaze versus Lex the what? Something Master. Teen Wicked versus Boombox. AXE versus Gmoski. ROC versus AMB, who has a new album dropping very soon. Could be this coming Friday.
It could be, but again, are they asking EP prices or are they asking full value prices for a release? That's the question.
Yeah. Which, that's something that kind of chapped my ass a bit, because it's an EP, and I know shipping just the CD is about $6 to, upstate New York. So
it's probably $6 anyways.
Oh, maybe. I don't know. I mean, I work in shipping, but I do trucks and UPS.
They don't get Prime yet, right? It's not Amazon Prime.
I don't think so.
You're not gonna get it in 2 days.
Probably not. I mean, I don't know. They might have it, and sometimes they do ship early, which is nice.
Actually, this has nothing to do with the bracket, and I actually thought this was quite interesting, especially how MNE never picked it up. I just found out within the last, I want to say 48 hours, that a little group that some people know of Scraps and ROC, Half-Breed, has released their music now digitally to all, I guess, digital streaming groups, which was a shock to me because I'm expecting MNE to pick up Scraps and that, since they're buying all historically old pieces of shit like Bizarre's first EP. But they didn't. So this only makes to me believe that maybe MNE's not the powerhouse anymore because they're not buying old pieces of shit.
Maybe they're maturing.
Come on. They're definitely not maturing. They came out with the Riders last year, and that was a flop of shit. It's pretty much a cash grab. That's what they're gonna do. I bet you they're gonna come out with like Light Lotus, White Lotus, not dark. It's a lit room this time. We have a candle lit, boys. It's gonna be
or some of the fans would say Diet Lotus. I thought that was funny.
Diet Lotus. What's that sweetener? Calorie sweetener that has no calories? Sweet and Lotus.
Sweet Lotus.
Sweet and Lotus. It's.
I like that one.
It's a wonderful thing, and honestly, I think Gmoski's coming out.
I thought it was called Gloomy Flower.
Right? Well, I don't know.
That was stupid. I should have kept my mouth shut there. I'm sorry.
Gloomy Flower.
Yeah, that was dumb. Yeah.
I'm surprised they're not coming out with their own peanut butter jelly time. Or what else are they gonna fucking do?
Yep. How come MNE hasn't done like snacks yet? Like,
no.
Because now I'm thinking like juice box, MNE juice boxes. Because Gmo is that type that's like, y'all want to act like a little kid, and
What was that?
I was trying to do his voice, but I obviously can't. And he tries to act like a kid. He seems like he still drinks juice boxes.
Drinks those juice boxes.
So why doesn't MNE come out of that? I'm still waiting for the Blaze light switch and my Gmo night light and a fidget spinner.
I'm waiting for Psychopathic Shoes to come back out. Remember those shits?
Kick him in the ass.
Right.
Of course I remember.
Those things were the shit. I had a pair. I think almost everyone had a pair at one
Do
time.
you remember when Psychopathic had the jumpsuit?
No.
I almost bought one, and then when I decided I was going to get it the next day, it was sold out. I was so pissed. I was actually going to buy that.
I remember buying the Psychopathic steering wheel cover and the mats, the floor mats.
Oh, okay.
You know how much those things go for now? I think I paid like back in the day $29 from Hot Topic. I think now they're like $80, $90. It's like fucking incredible. Like,
Yeah.
I wish now I never opened anything.
Yeah.
Yo, at least they never came out with condoms.
Bloom Stretcher did.
Did it? His own brand of condom.
I don't know if it's his own brand, but there's a little sticker on there. I remember buying the pack.
Did you open it to see if it worked?
No, those opportunities.
Come clean. Come clean. Do you use condoms now?
Those opportunities don't come up. But
Remember,
That's besides the point.
if she's asleep in your bed, that's an automatic yes. That's by the court of law.
and do you know if you do it in the shower, you can't get AIDS?
I don't think that's true.
Well, it washes it off.
Washes what up?
The AIDS.
Except if it's in the ejaculate, and they ejaculate in you, the water's not there.
Well, I'm not the woman. I'm not getting ejaculated in, so it's fine.
Yeah, but when you ejaculate, your pee hole opens up, right?
Yeah, and you're peeing.
So if you wanted to pee in them, but like when you have sex with a woman, when your penis thrusts into the vagina, you get micro tears, even if it's a well lubricated vagina, so it has small little bleeding. All you have to do is have one of those small little bleeding lacerate your penis a little bit, and then boom.
I guess I could lose weight that way.
Catch HIV, the HIV. What else is going on? I don't think like this has been a boring like week. Stonehenge hasn't really posted anything other than Donald Trump loving things. My boy Blue just constantly is begging for money on Twitter.
But, you know, my boy Blue, I'd love to give him a shout out for being sober. I think that's terrific.
How long has he been sober?
It might be 25 days now? I'm not entirely sure.
You know what, Blue? Sobriety sucks. Go back.
No.
Just
That's terrible. Why would you say that?
have you ever been sober? Shit.
All the time.
I know. Listen, you're sober, you're gonna get fat. But if you start doing drugs, you get skinny. Now, you want to be popular on Facebook and YouTube, you gotta be skinny. Start going back to the drugs. That's what I'm saying. You want to be a top 5
I don't think it's drugs. I think it's just beer.
Drink more beer. Fuck it. Get in the car and drive. Show those people that you can drive around that. That's what I used to do. Listen, I don't believe it. I'm not advocating drinking and driving unless your name is My Boy Blue. You can do it. But congratulations, 25 days. I've never been an alcoholic, so I don't know that addiction curve is. The only thing I really fucked with was marijuana, and I've been years.
But we're proud of you, Blue.
Yeah, and come on our show, and
It's Stonehenge. We want Stonehenge.
and Stonehenge. And you know what? I bet you by the end of that, we'll either find out how crazy Stonehenge is or how sane he is. Because sometimes I can't tell by the way he posts. And who else do we want?
Nope. If Max Rebo wanted to be on, I would say him. Because he's around our area.
Do I know? I don't know you, Max Rebo.
He's like our first follower. And the only one to respond on Twitter to us.
Since Max Rebo, you're more than welcome to come. I don't know what we'll talk about. Maybe you can call me out on more of my misconceptions of truth, if I have any.
Plus, he's an upstate New Yorker.
Oh,
Not that makes anything in common with anybody.
Shit.
But,
anybody knows I live on Long Island right now, so there's a, I guess, fuck upstate movement from my behalf. I'm gonna send more COVID patients up there and kill everyone, right? Right? Yeah, that's what we do. That's what we do. We get sick and we come up for you. Who else do we want to meet up with?
anyone who wants to meet up and talk with us.
No, there's people I don't want to talk to.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to talk to juggalos. If you're a juggalo, don't fucking hit me up. Fuck that shit. I don't want to.
I would like to get irate on the show.
You know who I wouldn't want to talk to is Monoxide. I would not want to talk to Monoxide.
What?
He's an asshole. Fuck him.
Oh my god, everyone's an asshole. I'm an asshole, you're an asshole.
I'd rather talk to Madrox. I want to talk to somebody with skill and artistic ability, not somebody that just smokes and complains in the camera and fights with CPN. I would talk to CPN too. I won't even lie. CPN's funny, but I would have to be in control of the conversation, CPN. So I wouldn't do your show because your show is too long. We do our show.
Yeah, because we'll get the good 15 seconds that you get in your show. We'll just get it on here and we're done. And
Like listen, I know now we're just rambling on. Like we're at 17 minutes or whatever. But the thing with CPN is, and you've probably been told this, and people, you don't listen to people, that's fine, whatever. You probably won't listen to this. But if you did, the real issue with your stuff is like your beginning talk. You always have to it's like you have dementia and you don't know how to point your thing out. So you want to say that the door is red. So you'll be like, what up, fam? The door over there, I know the color, and I'm going to tell you the color, but give me a second to think of the color. And then you're slapping yourself in the forehead a little bit. Maybe you have to light your cigarette. And then after 2.5 minutes of you rambling on about God knows what, you're like, the door's fucking red, I told you. And the point's done and over with. And that's not me making fun of you. It's just observation of the door being red and you telling us that the door is red.
We love the points he makes.
We do.
But how long it takes to get to it.
An hour and 40 minutes sometimes is a little long. But we did watch you get punched today in the face. We thought that was
We actually watched that whole video.
We thought it was quite funny. You pissed in the building, fam. And then you got punched in the face, fam. And only hurt for 5 seconds. So
yeah, but then you tried to call him out at the end, and then you kind of drove away.
That's a bitch move.
Yeah.
If I got punched in the face and somebody said they're calling the police, I'll be like, call the police. You just assaulted me.
Yeah, actually.
You know. And you're smoking a cigarette, and you're not even drinking Faygo. Well, I think this might conclude our episode today. This is the first time we're both in the same room, so it might sound a little weird. I hope, to me, it's easier to communicate.
Absolutely.
So we're not dealing with too much dead time. And I wanted to once again congratulate my boy Blue on how many days of sobriety you are in. And hopefully you don't start drinking again. But if you do, be safe about it. That's all I'm saying.
Yes. I agree, and maybe we should do some
The bracket?
No, yeah, but what's it called when we put it onto polls? Maybe we should do some polls because I remember there was one other person who did it, and I think I know who it is, but I know the other one was me.
Wait a second. But I don't think I told you this, so this is a first. This is a world exclusive. I lost the password to the other Twitter.
And you told me, I completely forgot. It was something really funny, too.
It's like Dick Anus. Something.
Yeah, something like that.
Cock and balls.
Yeah, so if anyone gets in there, just...
And you know what the sad part is? I also made the email account associated with it, the same fucking password. So I don't know what it is.
So we'll just keep tagging it?
Because I figured, I sent Scott the text message of what the password is, and I went through our text messages, and I could not find the password. So I was like, oh, fuck me.
I know this is completely irrelevant, but I'm really terrible at video games, especially Mario games. But I have 12 world records in Mario Maker 2.
Really?
Yes, and Max Rebo makes very good levels. Some of them are way too hard for me though. But good job on those, because I can't create for crap.
Well, I think I'm gonna go load up a board of this. Alright, everybody, this is Mr. Hatch. Fuck off.
And this is Saturated Fat, and have a good one.
Contact the show on Twitter at HomiesPodcast2. Contact Saturated Fat. Worm W. Contact Mr. Hurt. Nobody too fresh. 2 as the number 2. Paid for by Saturated Hatch.